That time it didn't repeat itself. Okay, welcome you guys to our April 1st Monday Zoom. I'm really glad that you're here. If you're watching live, I'm so happy to see you. It's really fun to see all of our faces. It's been so long since we've gotten together in person, and some of you, like we've never met in person, but I enjoy getting to see everybody's faces, and you know, we get to feel like we're here with our Scentsy sisters and misters. Well, there's no misters, I don't think, but there are some. So thanks for getting on. If you're watching the recording, welcome. We are going to talk a lot about parties. And if you're like, man, I have parties all the time, you might learn something new. We're going to kind of start a little series. Tonight, we're going to be talking about like basics of how to set things up, preferences for how you handle your pre-orders and stuff like that. So this might be a good recording to be able to pass on to somebody too when you have new team members. Hopefully I won't botch it up too much, but yeah, glad that you're here. And then in the next few months, we're going to hopefully talk about different ways of doing parties, because I'm going to tell you, it's not all what you think. There are lots of different ways to have parties and have hosts. So we're going to talk about all that. If you have an idea that you would like, maybe you don't want to step up and share, but if there's something that you're like, man, this has been really successful for me, or if you have a question about anything party related, you can message me on Facebook. You can reply to the email that I sent out this morning, or to my group email that I send out in a couple of days, or you can ask your director. Just like get those questions, get those ideas sent to us, and we're going to cover those over the next couple of months. But how many of you guys are excited about the Mother's Day collection and the fragrance flower special? Have you sold fragrance flowers? Have you told people? Because I just now posted like this afternoon, and customers who only order every now and then, they're like, hey, I need 3, you know, like I need 2 3-packs or whatever. I told them, and I'll tell you, I took a picture of her fragrance flower on my desk. Can you see this? Bought packets of seeds from Amazon. I don't think you can see it, but there's a seed packet. And then I went on, this is not my idea. This is not very original. I'm just letting you know. I went to the Google and I said, thank you for helping me grow free printables. Found some little tags, and I took a picture and said, these are great for teacher appreciation and Mother's Day. Cause like, hey, it's the same tag, right? And I got little seed packets, and I'm not doing any kind of cute little baskets or anything. I just posted a picture of that on top of my brown paper bag. And that's how I'm going to do those. Regular price plus tax plus shipping or whatever. But I had a bunch of people just this evening say they're interested. So don't forget to do that. Is anybody else doing something cool with those flowers? And I'll tell you, I saw Jen too. We are pushing, and Denise, we are pushing for annual sales. Is anybody else close to hitting annual sales and you're pushing? I just realized I got to push really, really hard this month. And so I'm trying to like think of all these extra things to do like that, but it doesn't take a lot of extra, and it just makes it something really easy for your customers to say, oh yes, I do need that. All set, like all ready to go for me to give that to a teacher. Just have my kids sign their name on the back of this tag. Yes, please. Like that's the kind of thing I want to buy. Did you have something to say, Denise? You'll have to unmute. I saw her raise her hand. You'll have to unmute. We cannot hear you. She doesn't know how to do it on this. Oh, Irene, let's maybe talk about that. You said you've been having trouble with Visly, which I also have heard, and somebody started using Trello, which is really cool, a cool program, website app thing. She uses Trello for her parties. She copies and pastes everything. There's also an app called Boards that makes it really easy to do that. Irene, will you message me that so I can make sure we talk about that kind of thing? Just copy and paste that in a Facebook message so I don't forget. Denise, did you have something to say? I won't let you unmute. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. You know what? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I fixed it. I'm so embarrassed.
Okay. My sweet little niece says, look, it says the host won't allow you to participate, unmute themselves. Okay, sorry, y'all. This is my fourth. This is Annie. And
Hi,
she's
Annie.
twin of Millie. Say hi.
Hi.
Thank you. I just want everybody to meet them because you all know I talk about them so much, and I hadn't seen them in 7 years. I'm so thrilled.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You're having so much fun. Okay. I'm so sorry about the muting. Thanks everybody for waving and sending your notes in your chat. I'm embarrassed. Okay. And now I'm like even more nervous because I'm about to screen share and show you some stuff. And it's just like, I don't know, it makes me so nervous, all this technology stuff that could go wrong. But anyway, I see Deanne's coming on, Pam's coming on, Eve. Hi, you guys. Okay. So I wanted to show just basic stuff, how to create a party, how to set that up. We have a creeper behind you, Jessica. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh gosh. Oh my word. Okay. All right. Here is my Facebook. I was posting for Kaylin's team. Hopefully my internet decides to do the right thing, you guys, right? Okay. First and foremost, can everybody see this? Okay. I'm hoping that my, where's my website? I'm hoping that this works because earlier, like it wouldn't refresh. Okay, there. All right. Always, 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 we want to have a party open on our PWS. So this is my PWS, and I have 2 party with hosts. Actually, I have 1 more, but she hasn't closed her party out, but it expired. So that's why she's not showing up right there. I need to change that to extend it. But if you don't have any hosts going on right now, you still need to have a party showing on your PWS. Like for me, I go in and I change it every month. Right now, it's April online orders. If that party does not hit 500 for me to be able to close it out for free shipping and the good level of host rewards, then I'll just leave that open and I will change that in my workstation. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but I'll just change that and it'll say May online orders. You can keep them open and, edit things. Will somebody tell me, and I'm asking because I don't officially know, how long can you keep a party open officially without editing it on the workstation or on your PWS? Does anybody know?
90 days.
Is it 90? Okay, that's what I thought. And there is a way to go in. I'll show you. So if you're new, here's workstation. This is my dashboard. I'm going to go to the orders tab. And I'm going to go right now and show you, here are my open orders. There's that one we saw that said April. This is Cinderella Castle pre-orders. I didn't need to have that showing because I used it for my pre-orders. I'll go in and I'll actually put the Cinderella Castle warmers on there whenever those come in. But anyway, I didn't want it to show on PWS. So you can select that to show or not show when you're setting up a party. And then here's my hosts. So those are the ones I have right now. You can also go in under your workstation and add individual orders and attach them to a party. They'll have to pay their own shipping, but it will ship out right away. You don't have to wait for the host to close her party, but that's how you can do that. Okay, so let's go in and I am just going to create a party order for. Actually, let me show you right here. This is my order. I actually had this open. Maybe it's just this, the end of last month, the last few days of March, I actually started it, and in April. So here's somebody who ordered today under that party. She ordered, I shouldn't show you her address. My customer, Sarah, ordered on my PWS today. And look, here's my party summary, $59. Whenever I hit 200, then I'm going to have $59 from her, and all the others I will hit 200, and then I can just submit this order if I want, and I can get the host rewards as a consultant. This is one of my favorite perks. Do you guys agree? Like being able to get the free and half price stuff yourself is one of my favorite things. So usually I'll try to get to 500 because then it's free shipping instead of the 5% shipping. But yeah, all that will populate in here. And let's see, I feel like I'm missing a lot of information and I'm scattered, but I'm going to just show you, I guess, from the very beginning. We're going to make a new order. We're going to create a party. And you guys, tell me if you do something differently. You can kind of interject. Come on. Tell me if you do something differently. First Monday Zoom party. That's our party name. I'm going to say I'm the host, but if you wanted to use another host, you use your other host. I always ship to my address. If it's somewhere local to me, I always ship to me. And then I have all of those orders come to me and I sort through it and I package things up and I give a little sample or something to everybody. Then I deliver them all to the hostess and she distributes. And if they're not local, then I would ship to the host address. And then what I do is, in a minute, I'll show you my very first order that I enter. I name it the customer name, business supplies. And I'll right away, I type the word, is it bags or sacks? I think every time I try both, but I type like customer sacks or bags, whatever it is.
I think it's called customer order bags.
Customer order bags. And you get 10 for $1. So usually I'll go ahead and I'll add one set of 10. That way, if it has to ship to the host, they can just throw stuff in bags and it's really easy. And then I will, depending on how we do the order forms, we go from there. So would I like it to show this on my PWS? Actually, no, not right now. But let's just say yes and see if it'll show it to us on my PWS in a minute. So you can go in and edit this. And this is just the main page that people see whenever they get the link to your host party. So you can edit things, you can change things. This is one of those things like Irene was saying, Trello is nice because you can copy and paste stuff and you have an organized place to keep it on Trello. Or if you have a Word document where you just have certain wording you always use, you could just copy and paste it here. Honestly, currently, I leave all this as is right now. I haven't been changing it. I do have a video that I made on YouTube like 4 years ago or something. And you can embed a video by giving a link. And so if you upload a video to YouTube where you say, hey, welcome to the party. I'm Amy. So, glad you're here to join us. Let me know if you have any questions or whatever you want to say so they can see your face. You can put that there. Usually I skip right over. Oh no, I skip right here. You can also change like what products you want if there's certain things that you love, but I just kind of skip to the end and I choose a date. And there it is. And then from here, you guys, you can copy and paste this right here. Copy it, paste it in, tell your host, here's your link, send it to all your friends, blah, blah, blah. So whether you're having a Facebook party or a text party or a home party or a basket party or whatever, you want to send that link to your host so that they have it to send to people who may not, they can post it on their Facebook, etc. And let me make sure that you guys know, nobody actually has to host anything at their house. Nobody actually has to take testers. One of the really cool things that people have been doing lately is opening up a personal shopping link, or I've heard people call it a rewards link. So they'll give this link to their customers, to their host or whoever, and say, here's your link. Tell your friends that we're going to be placing an order, and anything they order will count towards your party. You have this amount of time. You can just tell them if you discuss and they want to kind of do it more traditionally and say you have 1 week or you have 2 weeks, then that's cool. I have some people that order fairly often, and sometimes they'll be like, hey, my friends wants this. Will you add our orders together? And so I'll tell them, why don't I just open up a personal shopping link for you? You have it for 90 days. And anything you order during that time, we can put it in here. And then they'll collect the host rewards at the end. So that's something that I've done too. So there's the link. And so from here, we don't need to edit it. That's all the information we just put in, but we would go to the party orders. So I'm going to show you how to just enter. So Denise, you're at the top. Denise, is it going to let me? I don't think it will let me just do a, when I'm doing test stuff, I always do like their first name twice, or people that I just like some host did not give me anybody's info and I can't get it. So let's see. So you can go in, listen, as much information as you have, you want to fill that out, because later if a customer goes to the PWS, Scentsy is going to remember, oh, that was Amy Marc-Charles' customer. Let me connect that back with her because that's who this person ordered from. So get their phone number, get their email, and have that in here for just for the sake of having all the data. But also you're going to be able to, you know, enroll this person in getting your newsletter every month. The one that Scentsy sends out for free for you if you have a PWS subscription. And then you can kind of keep track of things, and all these show up in your contacts tab later. So you fill out all this stuff. If you want to ship directly to your customer, you just toggle that. Then we want to add products. Oh, I knew it. Is this going to say, this is yours? Here's my college email. Or I don't know when I got that. Okay. Add products to cart. My internet's slow, I'm sorry. Come on. You guys have any questions so far? So, go ahead.
Okay, so I've been under the impression that if a party does not have any orders in it for X amount of time, that it automatically closes.
Yeah, okay. So that's why I was saying, you guys, is it 90 days or not? So what I usually do is, oh my gosh, my computer is about to die. What I usually do is I will go in every few months and all those parties that I have open that I said like, oh, I just leave it open for them just in case. I'll go in, and if you add something to their cart, it starts over again. So I'll add like a bulb. I'll go through all my open parties and I'll just say bulb, 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 bulb. And then whenever we do actually go in to close it, I will delete it. So I have heard people say, well, just go in and change the end date. But when the last thing I heard from Scentsy home office, like the people who know, the last thing I heard them say was the way to guarantee that it's not going to get closed out and your host is going to lose, or you, if you've been accumulating stuff, the way to make sure that you're not going to lose all that and it get deleted is to just add something to the cart. So that's what I suggest for that. Okay, so Denise,
add it to the host cart from
anywhere. So so anywhere.
Okay.
You could just put it in the retail. So I'll put it there. Or like sometimes if I had the business supplies open, like if I had my customer that I named business supplies and I added bags, I would just put it there. But I double check when I'm about to submit an order. So I would just see that, oh, there's a random bulb. Oh, that was me, you know. So let's see. I think Denise wants an air purifier because we don't want to enter a lot of names. But look, we have automatically. She's gonna get a filter too. What else do you want? I think probably you want to get some pods with that, and we want to get a 6-pack because that's the best deal. We want to do buy 5 get 1 free. That is the best way to get pods, Denise. So let's see, if I'm not sure, I can look at all of them, or let's see. I think Denise really likes those bakery scents. So let's do, we're gonna get her all baked apple pie. No, let's do some lemon drizzle. Ooh, that was a good scent. Did you guys like that? Okay, we're gonna add those to our cart, but I think we need one more guest probably, but look at this. Just because of Denise getting those things, she's a high spender. I should have checked to see if, Denise, do you want to host your own party and get some stuff free and half price since you already got, you're getting so much.
That'd be great.
Okay. So we've qualified because of all that stuff she's gotten, we've qualified. Here's our host credit. It's showing us right up here and it's showing us here. If I click here, I can add things to the host cart. I'm the host, I guess. I'm the host. I can add things to my cart that are retail, like that I want to pay for. Or I can go right in and I can start redeeming host credit. So right here, as of right now, we have $33.50 and we have one item at half price. And is that true? Do we really only have one item for half price?
No.
No, that's not true. We actually have a secret half price item up in here called the Perpetual Party Reward. And this is actually something that's really confusing to new consultants that have, you know, if it's never been explained to you, it's kind of like, wait, what is this? What am I supposed to use it for? It's just a bonus perk of being a consultant for one, because If you have no other use for it, then you're getting yourself something half price, or you're getting something to use towards sampling or for gifting to a host or something. The original purpose of it is it's called the Perpetual Party Reward, because this is supposed to be helpful in getting you another party from the party that you currently have. So I made it confusing because I'm the host of this party, but let's say that Jess is actually the host of this party. Okay, Jess is the host, and at her party, we meet Samantha. Okay, if Samantha wants to book a party from Jess's party, then oh shoot, I just confused myself. Then Jess gets an extra half price item here. Then Jess gets an extra half price item because she might have helped Samantha, like convince Samantha to do it or whatever, but it's just a bonus. So when I'm doing Facebook parties, actually, I will start the party off by saying, you know, you guys mentioned in their form they fill out for me, they fill out an online form. We'll talk all about this later, but in like the upcoming months, but I will like have them fill out a little Jot form or a Google form. And I'll give these check boxes that say, are you interested in helping the host get an extra half price item? And a lot of them are like, okay, sure, tell me more, whatever. So I'll start my party and I'll say, hey, a lot of you mentioned that you're interested in helping. So the way that you can do that is you can book your own scent event. We'll get you a link. We'll get you on my calendar. And then Jess is going to get an extra half price item when we close her party out. Like, thank you so much. Okay.
Hey, Amy.
Actually, when you close out Samantha's party, that's
Yeah.
when Jess gets the extra half price item. So however many hosts book from Jess goes to Samantha's party, or she goes to Amber's party, and then Jess gets to redeem a half price item there. She doesn't actually have to go. You can just be like, hey, Jess, we're closing out Samantha's party. You get to get a half price item now. What you want, girl?
So Amy,
yeah.
on the screen that you have open, can
Uh-huh.
you go up to the word edit details and you can show them how to change the host?
Where is it? Is it off to the side?
Nope. Right above, and it says
I
First
see.
Monday Zoom party. To the far right, it says edit details.
Yeah, you guys are right there. You were in front of it.
Oh,
My
yeah.
screen of people.
If
Yeah,
you
so
click
there's my
that-
name, but I could change the host right here.
Yes. Yep. That way, if you happen to have something,
I don't want to put you in there for real,
that's
but
all right.
oh, no, I'm not going to do it though. But yeah, that's where you could go through and you can edit it. So that, let me move everybody back over here. So that is where, so the only customer I have right now in my party is Denise, but you would add the original host, who was Jess, as a guest. Now it's going to make me add her. But you would add her as a guest, and then you would say, assign it to Jess.
Pick your sister or something.
Yeah, I'm going to
Your
add
mom.
my mother-in-law. So there. All right, so now JP's mom is going to buy something from our party to get us over 500. We got two big spenders, only two people, and we're going to hit 500, you guys. That is a good party. All right, Bielka, she wants also an air purifier. I used to do diffusers, but this is so easy. All right, boom. We're over 500. That was easy. Those of us trying to hit annual sales, we got to sell some air purifiers. That's what we got to do. Or if you're ever trying to hit your monthly goal, sell some air purifiers. Okay, now we're up here. If you look, when you hit 500, not only do you qualify everybody in the party if they're shipping to the host for free shipping, but instead of 10%, excuse me, instead of 10%, it bumps up to 15%. Isn't that right? For everything that was sold at their party. So that's pretty great. Look at all this free credit. Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to get a Mickey Mouse wall fan diffuser. Can I do that with my host credit? Darn. Oh, does anybody know why I can't do that? Mickey.
It's licensed.
It's licensed. That's right. We can't do that. We can't do licensed things. And there are a few of those bundle and save multi-packs like the Perfect Scentsy that we can't, well, we can get it with this. We can't get it half price. So I like. But let's see. What do we want to get, you guys? What do we want to get?
Did you know that the Perfect Scentsy system has a limit though? It has to be a $45 warmer or below. I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's get this. Yeah, it's just no, there's one. The 50.
Yeah, but it's not an actual $50 warmer. It's
Yes, it is. If it says 50, click on it. Demonstrate it, Amy.
When I went to get the letterboard warmer, the letterboard is not listed there.
Maybe it was like temporarily, I don't know. Look, there it is.
Well, she is correct. The catalog does have the asterisk beside it, and it does say that the $50 warmer is not eligible for a half price item.
Oh, well, this is post credit, but not.
You can do it.
Oh, you got
as a half, yeah.
So we're using host credit right now. So you can do it with host credit, but not half price. Well, you guys, somebody name a $50 warmer. What you make it. There. Okay, so we got our 2 warmers. We're gonna get some Johnny Appleseed. There we go. I love entering orders on the workstation. It is so easy and so simple, you guys, how they made it. Just, you can enter orders so fast. I wish we could have a contest somehow of who can enter the orders the fastest with the least amount of mistakes. Like sometimes it's I have a little game with myself. Okay. So I had 80 something dollars to spend, $87 to spend, but I spent 121. This was still a really good deal to get 2 warmers and 6 bars for this price. So I have a little overage. So you'll see down here that my cart summary, since I never change it to Jess as the host, my cart there, I have an overage of $33.25 as my subtotal. So that's cool. No big deal. Now I get 3 half prices. Plus, remember, there's an extra one up here. So if you don't, sometimes I'll do this one first so I don't forget.
Try doing the Scentsy system with a $50 warmer. See if it pops up, because I think that's what Irene's talking about.
Okay.
As a half price item.
To JP's mom, a system.
Yeah.
System. Okay, and that does not go all the way.
It only goes up to the $45 warmer. That's what Irene was talking about.
Interesting that the Perfect Scentsy does, but this is
the Perfect Scentsy you can bundle too.
But this is because this is a half price. It won't go all the way up to that. So, I mean, it is such a great deal. I would say most of my hosts are just like, hey, get me some bars for half price. So we'll usually do 6, and we will get Black Forest Pine. Oh, is that in clearance right now still? Okay. That's colorful. That's really pretty. Oh, no.
It's part of the garden collection.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's happened to my screen right now. Oh. It's looking funky. Come on. I can hear my computer is like hot. The fan is on. I don't know if that has something to do with my internet too. Probably not, but okay. Then we're going to add 3 more half prices. Guess what? You have to use these half prices, or where does it show us that there's a $5 host reward? Because I haven't used my half prices. Where does it show that? You get a prize. Oh, there it is. So this right here, $5 host reward fee, that goes away once you use these regular host half price items. You don't actually have to use that perpetual party reward up here. You don't have to do that. And I have to tell you, sometimes I'm like, I don't really care to use the half price on something. I don't have enough time to think through it or offer it or think of how I can do it. And you guys, sometimes I'll just be cheap and I'll say, get me a bulb. I'll pay $1 to use that half price and get a bulb. Okay. So we'll just do that and we'll use all of our half prices. Or, I mean, what do we want to buy? Can we get an air purifier?
No, with 3.
Okay, so actually what we could do is, let's take this off. If we have 2 half price items, we can get a diffuser. It will automatically use 2 of our half prices, see 1 left. Or if we want to get an air purifier, we can be for half price, because we have 3 half prices. So we're getting a lot of air purifiers on this order. So there, look, $125. Bam. That is a reason to host a party right there. In fact, if you buy an air purifier, you are at a party base. And you guys, if somebody is ordering an air purifier, I definitely give them host rewards and enter this as their own party, unless they're attached to another specific host. But if it's just a customer coming to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, guess what? You got $25 in free stuff and a half price item. So there's that. Any questions so far before I take you to checkout? I have to tell you one more thing, actually. Let's say, okay.
Amy, I've got something.
I should know this, but I don't.
Okay.
What is the advantage of doing an individual order and connecting it to a party versus just going on your PWS and doing the order and connecting it to a party? Is the shipping the same?
Yeah. If you have somebody if you have a guest, a party guest that wants to go and order on the PWS on their own, that's cool. The benefit, and I was going to talk about this when we talk about pre-orders, the benefit of using the individual order on your workstation instead of you going to your own PWS and typing in their name is that when you go to your PWS and you type in that customer's name, let's say you're typing in, Irene, and you're shipping it to Irene and you're attaching it to a party, then it messes with all of the customer order history on your workstation. So currently I have, is that right, you guys? It's like that for pre-orders. And I'm thinking that's true. I remember that happening before they added this individual order, being able to attach it to a party on workstation. I'll get to that in a second, but you could do it both ways. I would go through your workstation if you're placing the order for them, but it's no different except for it's better on workstation for an individual.
There is one exception.
What's that?
If you live within 50-mile radius of the distribution center, you will have another way to ship pop up as an option. And that is for them to pick up from the distribution center. The person who is actually ordering it or the consultant can pick it up.
On workstation only?
Both. Both ways, yes. If you live within 50 miles. And most of my team does.
What's the price? Did you say free or there's like a lower fee?
It's $4 to pick up from the distribution center.
So that's a cool option if anybody's near. Do we close?
Right.
Yeah.
Also, back to those half price items, let's say that your budget is running, and this is your party you're getting ready to close. Mm-hmm. And your budget is really tight this month. You don't have the money to really do something for yourself. You don't even want to spend that extra $15 to get a 6-pack of bars. I'm just assuming. Okay. So let's just say that you want to close this party out and you don't want to spend that extra $15, but you have a customer that maybe they place a lot of orders with you. Maybe they don't, or maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your sister, maybe it's your best friend, somebody who's really tight with you. Sometimes I will offer that extra half price item to them and as just a surprise reward. And they're like, oh my gosh, really? You want to do that for me? And they're thrilled. And that makes them even more loyal to me. And it can be a really good customer. Somebody that maybe orders off of your Scentsy club perpetually, you just throw an extra half price item their direction. What you can do is you can add them to that party, even if they haven't purchased anything, and assign that perpetual party reward to them and get it shipped directly to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd add them to the party and then you would see their name in this drop down.
Right, exactly. Then you can put it down in the drop down, give them that half price item and ship it to them.
I'm so glad you said that, Kathy. I can't see you, but I know it's you. One thing that I have done in the past that is also like like the customer will stay with you forever, like what Kathy is saying. It is so hard sometimes to replace warmer dishes, isn't it?
Yes.
We have so many different styles and shapes, and some people have these warmers from forever ago. And I say, I cannot guarantee for certain that I can suggest a dish that is really going to work really well. It's not going to spill. It's going to work, so I'll say every now and then I have an extra half price item when I'm closing out a host party, which you guys, depending on how often you order, that could be every month or several times a month. So I'll say every now and then I have an extra half price item. Would you like to get a new warmer instead, just for half price? We can do that. And I mean, they're like, sure, so that's another way to show that you care, and you're not out any money for it, right? It's not out of your pocket, but it's half price to them. So that's another cool thing. My mother-in-law watches my girls like once a week or so. And so I'm not paying her, but I've been gifting her a tub of washer whiffs because she is hooked on them. After going on vacation with us last summer and using them at our Airbnb in the washing machine, she used mine and she's like, oh my gosh, I have to have more of that. And you guys always smell so good. So I've been doing those for half price and gifting them to her. So there's one more thing I want to make sure I do not forget. So let's close out this perpetual party. We're going to go back to this regular host cart. Let's say Jess is my host. She had an awesome party, over 500. I mean, like that is more than halfway to certified. Can somebody calculate if Jess joined Scentsy and she earned 20% starting off? How much money would Jess be making off of 585? Oh no, sorry. Look at that. The host base is lower. Why is that? PRV 618.
Because it adds in shipping and stuff like that. Actually,
Not for the host base.
You only make half or nothing off of the.
It's your overage. It's
Yeah.
your overage in your host.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to mention real quick too. Like a lot of times, if I don't want to spend the money on a half off item, but I still have like $25 left in my host credit, I'll put that warmer that I wanted for 45 in there, and then I will only have to pay that over to 25, and I'll still get paid on it. So that's what that's
why the PRV is more, so you're getting paid. Thank you. That is a good tactic or strategy there to get the PRV on it, because we don't get PRV off of half price stuff, you guys. You don't make any money off of the half prices. Okay, so did anybody calculate then if the PRV is $618 off of this party, what's 20%? Because a new consultant would be making 20%. We're gonna instead, she doesn't want, she doesn't want this perfect Scentsy anymore. It's gonna change the total though. Whoops, $585, sorry.
Almost $120, not quite.
Wow, okay. So Jess, you had a really great party. And I mean, it was just like, you only had 2 people attend your party, but you had a really, really good party. So what did we say, 120? So you've got $87 in free product credit, and she had 3, and 3 items at half price additional to your host credit. Or just want to throw this out there, you could actually earn off of this party $120. Like you would get a paycheck next month off of this party, $125, and you still get to use those host rewards. So what we could do is there's actually a like host join kit that's a really awesome special. And so we could actually redeem that for you for $59, and you're still going to have 20. Oh shoot, pretend like it says Jess. Right. I don't want to go change it, okay? But it's because I made myself the consultant. But what I would do right here is I would add, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, you guys.
Yes, you need to fix that so they can see this, because this is not an easy step.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I'm going to add Jess in my.
But if you get confused and you forget how to do this, consultant support can walk you through it step by step.
We're going to ship it to me though. Still for easiness. Okay. So just to get rid of this, I'm going to double check my end date. Now I'm going to go back to my party orders. Okay. Go to my shopping cart. Okay. So what I decided I want to do is back here at the host cart, Jess says, oh yeah, I want to make $120 off of that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I add right here. Oh, it deleted my half prices. So, oh, I'm on retail. By the way, you can add Scentsy store products to a party order to save on shipping that way. What I recommend doing while we're here is I create a guest, you guys, for tax purposes. I was kind of mentioning this before with the Saks, but we'll just go ahead and do it. So there, I need to merge these contacts, but I have a contact or three named business supplies. So when tax time comes, I go search for my customer called business supplies, and I can see what I've ordered for business supplies. So what did I say I was doing with business supplies? Oh, under business supplies, then you could add all kinds of stuff from the store. So I go and you can look up, you know, on your consultant store and see what's there. And then like, hey, cool.
If you need more catalogs.
Yeah.
Or if you need the rub and sniff stickers.
Yeah, or the oil transition.
Anything that's not personalized.
Yes, anything that's not personalized. You can add that here, and then later you'll be able to see, oh, that's how much money I spent on business supplies. Okay, back to this. We're using Jess's host credit, and we are going to type in the word kit. And I think she wants English, not Spanish. So we're going to add that. Now look, host exclusive starter kit in English was added to your cart. An email has been sent to your host. So from this moment on, Jess has 24 hours to open her email, fill out an enrollment form, just like you do whenever you guys first joined on your sponsors PWS. They'll fill out the enrollment thing, and it will then kick back to you here. It's been a little bit since I've done this, but then you'll be able to come back here and it will say like the host has filled out their, what does it say, Jen? I know you've done this. Or Denise, who's done this?
It says you'll have a, it'll say at the top, it'll say you have a pending enrollment, and then it'll give you like a little toggle. So if you are flipping the entire party to them, you can hit yes. And if you're not, just don't toggle up to yes. And then it gives you that option. Also, if it was your own party and not theirs, you could take the entire host credit first. And then at the very end, you could add, as long as there's $1 left in the host credit, you could add the kit at that point so that it would charge them the full $59 if they were not the host of this party.
Even if they have like a cent left, right, in the host credit, then
I think they have to have like $1.
It has to be $1, I think.
Okay. So what she's saying is you can actually offer this $59 host exclusive starter kit to anyone. Does not have to be the host. In fact, if you offer it to your host and she just said, no, thanks, I'm not interested, then you would say, hey, do you mind if I message all of your party guests and see if they want to take advantage of that? Like, you're still going to get all your credit and stuff. I'll still make sure that you get your credit, but you know, we could see if anybody wants this kit. And that person would pay the $59. And like what Jen is saying, you would just make sure you have like $1 left and work through that way. If you have questions, I have seen some really good videos on this too. I will probably link it when I send out this recording and it's in YouTube. Christina Steinbrook, I think, is who I watched, and she really breaks down how to do it. But I'll post a link to somebody who can really walk you through it step by step, or your director can help you with that.
So that's where you would also want to be very careful of whether or not you flip the PRV to them or not.
Yeah. So
if it's your PRV and you've earned it and it's all your party guests, don't flip that PRV to them. That's not right.
Right.
If it is their party and their guests and they are signing up under you, then yes, you can offer to flip the PRV to them and let them get paid on it.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't get any of the PRV.
Right. So right up here, it would say it's pending. And then like that little toggle that we said, like show on PWS or don't, it would be the same thing right here. Flipping PRV means you're giving those sales. So if this is Jess's party, we actually had a party and she invited those friends and they ordered, then I want her to get the sales, you know, like it hurts a little bit inside to think about me not getting that 120, or I make 25% now that I'm certified or above, but it hurts a little bit. But also I know that she is going to get to benefit. Those were her friends. She's going to make the money and they're probably going to keep ordering from her. They're going to have parties for her and stuff like that. And I'm excited.
And you know what else she's going to get? Her party's at $639. What is she going to get? Because she's already hit $500 in sales.
Oh, she's going to hit her Shooting Star Award.
Absolutely. Yay.
Right off the bat,
she hit
she's
Shooting Star.
Certified, which is 1,000. So yeah.
Right.
Okay. Good night. Let's add something. Now let's add, what did we say? Something expensive, you guys. Tell me. We said letterboard. Let's
Shining light
now. Okay. I just remembered that was the name was 50 and I knew it was over. Okay. So there, now we just have that much overage. So she got that and she got a letterboard warmer that she really wanted. I don't know what happened to the half price, but when I messed around with it, it disappeared. So we're going to use all three. Bam, air purifier. Okay. So what I do now is little check. I didn't add anything that was like under retail for her on accident. How many you guys know? Do you start thinking you're entering your host credit and you're actually entering it right here and you have to backtrack?
I've done that.
Yes. Okay. So then we got our host rewards, none left. That's how much we earned. That's how much we spent. We have this much overage. And then we used all the half prices. Double check up here. Yes, I've used that one. Okay. So we're done. Are we done? We're done. Now we can add more guests, but we're going to check out. She is done. Lord have mercy. Don't let me accidentally submit this order to Jess. Okay. So from here, you're just going to do your regular, shipping, And then, oh, by the way, party shipping is free because it's over 500. If it's under 500, then it's 5%. And I do charge that to my customers. I charge them the 5% shipping. That came, anyway, my customers have not batted an eye that I charge them 5% shipping. We'll talk in the next couple of months about like delivery or pickup or how you handle your orders, but I'm going to keep plowing through this because I have a couple more things I want to show you. So from here, we can go and like, they've made this so simple. Let's just say Denise is going to pay for her air purifier and her extra filter and her pods that she got. And look, there's her total. I can just go in here, enter the credit card information, and then say like, there it is. And I can say add payment and it will show right here that it's pending.
The taxes are for where it's going to be shipped to.
Yes, good point. So if they're shipping, if you had added a customer and you had clicked ship direct to them, then it's going to add their shipping fee of $8 or more, $8, or if it's over 80, then it's 10% of their total. I didn't actually do one of those to show you guys, but yes, so that would add, it would add shipping and then it would be based on where it's shipping to. But for the rest of this, if it's all shipping to just Jess, then it's going to be whatever her shipping rate is. And you guys, 14 years in, I think 14 years in. And what I do is I open up my phone and I say, what's the tax rate for zip code 73099? She's really slow tonight, but she usually tells me, and then that's what we do. Or you can Google it, but generally it's pretty accurate. So that's what we do. But why right now, and sometimes like if you have people paying you with Venmo or PayPal, or they gave you cash or whatever, if you don't have individual credit cards to use, then you would just select all of these and you would put your, I'm just so afraid I'm going to do this since I'm distracted, but you're going to pay for it. And then once all of those payments are made, this will be like hot pink and you can actually then submit your order. Did I miss anything, you guys? Is there anything I need to add? Post-it option. But I'm serious. My favorite perk is accumulating host rewards. And then what you can do is you can offer the host kit to people. If you just have an open party on your PWS and you just keep it open, then what happens is once it hits 500 or however much, you can go to anybody who's on your list, people who are like maybe interested in starting a Scentsy business, but they don't have the money or whatever. You can go and say, hey, I have a free host kit right now. So instead of you using your $59 that you had in host rewards, you can actually gift that to them and say, I have a free host kit. Would you want to join for free? And then you still get your half price items. You still get free shipping, but you know, maybe somebody gets a host kit, but I would not toggle that to flip the PRV to them.
What I do is I save up and use the host rewards and the product credit if it's just a party under me, like April online orders. And then I turn around and use that stuff for sampling. Mm-hmm. So it costs me nothing or very minimal.
Yeah, that's definitely like, it's a major perk. One of the things I love to do is towards the end of a season is if I don't have anybody using that host kit and there's no reason to turn that party and close it, then I kind of will keep that open. And the first day that we can order from the new catalog, bam, free and half price stuff for me to show my customers and make samples from. So when we get to, will we do transition in July, new catalog in August, right? So when we get to July, no? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So when we get to July, I would just like keep a party open unless I have a host or I have not a host, unless I have a customer who wants to join and use that host kit, then I could just keep it open and bam, lots of good new stuff. That's one of my favorite things to do. Okay, I want to show you before I forget, this is the last thing about parties. I want to show you about pre-orders, okay? So I'm gonna screen share one more time. I just thought I would bring us back together for one moment. Okay, here's my open parties. I wonder now, will it let me refresh and will it show? Here, look, we're rocking and rolling. Anybody who goes shopping on my website, wouldn't that be funny if they added to that party? I have to like delete everything so I could rename it and use it for something. But anyway, okay. So here's our workstation. Here's our PWS. I'm gonna log in. And when I go to log in, look, here's like my account information. Here's my Scentsy Club stuff, or I can see what I have. And here's where I can see what pre-orders I have placed. So you guys can see there's the Cinderella Castle. I still have 2 of these, which I actually ordered just to have, just in case. But I had one person today finally say, financially, I can't handle it. Do whatever. And I have one that I need to redeem. I just finished getting that taken care of today. But from right here, I would just say like, add to bag. And the reason I can do this is because I placed the pre-orders for my customers. I'm going to tell you the pros and I'm going to tell you the cons and then you guys can tell me what you do. But in my bag, oh, I added both. I meant to just add one. So add one, add to bag. And then from here, let me show you something. Oh Lord, please don't let me do this. Okay. So what I've been doing is I have been ordering, I could do this, but I want you to see her information. Who was it that just told me? Tina. Tina today said, yes, please ship it to me. My Facebook Messenger, my Messenger account was hacked. And so that's why you couldn't get a hold of me. So I'm going to send this to Tina. But what I'm going to do is, this is my Scentsy PWS account. This is not like my consultant ID number or login. This is my PWS account that I use for my Scentsy Club. And if I were to order off my own PWS. But what I would do is I would go in here and I would say Tina, and I'd put her last name in, I'd put her shipping address and all this stuff. And I'd say, okay, ship it to her, continue, put her payment info in. And then you guys, under my order history, it's going to say Tina. But then it's all of my orders that have previously been placed, I think almost including my Scentsy Club and anybody else that I've placed orders from my PWS, they're all going to be named Tina. Tina, whatever her last name is, Tina. So when it messes with your order history, For example, today I was like, oh, I want to send a package to somebody who ordered a Harry Potter. Let me stop sharing. I want to send a package to somebody who ordered Harry Potter from me. Okay. They won a prize that I was doing. I'm going to send it to them. So it's like, oh, what's the fastest way to look up their address? Let me go back to my order history. Not there. It's not there because I have ordered this person's and I've ordered Tina's and I've ordered Abby's and I've ordered this one and this one since that person I'm looking for. And it messed up all the names going back in my order history. Have you guys had this happen? That stinks. Now,
I need to bring back the gift option.
Yeah, the benefit and the reason I'm still taking the pre-orders and doing them for my customers, and I honestly think you could do either way. You could tell your customers, create a login on my Scentsy PWS, create a login and go in, it's ready now, ready, go. You know, this is the day. Go order your Cinderella stuff. Go order Hogwarts, whatever. And that's cool because they will get an email reminder when it's time to redeem and they do it. They do all the work and that's really cool. I've been doing it for my customers because I can have an extra touch point with them. I make it easy for them. It's an extra touch point where I can say, hey, you guys, I'm ready to redeem the rest of your pre-order, or your pre-order is ready to redeem. Here's your total. And what I've been saying is, since shipping, you're already paying shipping, is there anything else we can add to this order for you? And when I closed out my Hogwarts orders, I would say 75% of the people added something else to their order. They might have if they were shopping on their own to do their own redemption. I don't have the statistics for that, but I really enjoyed doing that. It just messes with the order history. So the pro is that I have a little bit more connection with them and I'm able to like get it done and make sure they don't forget. But I'm sorry, what am I saying? Oh, the other pro is when somebody goes to your PWS and logs in and pre-orders something, technically they could go to any consultant's PWS and log in with their Scentsy account and redeem their pre-order. So if you did something that made somebody mad, you start getting in a fight with somebody, then technically they could go to another consultant and do their pre-order, finish actually ordering, and that person would get the PRV from it. So there, at the same time though, it's so easy if the customer goes and does it on their own. So really, those are your two options. And I think you just kind of have to decide. I was going to let us have a little discussion about this. Does anybody have something they want to say? We're almost out of time. Kathy.
What I did on the last time we had a pre-order with the Cinderella Castle, I had a customer who had not created her own username and password, but she had Venmo'd me the deposit to purchase to hold two of them. So I went in with her email address because I already knew that, and I gave her a password, and I created an account, and I used her address as the password, 1026 XXX Lane. And I had four Cinderella castles that I had to do this with. Two of them I did not create an account because one of the customers already had her own account. But this other one didn't. So I went ahead and created her an account so that I'm hoping it doesn't screw everything up. But the other one, I may just ship it to me as though it was just me getting it instead of ordering it for her, and then ship it to her house. Because she's not that far, and I'd rather not mess up all of my statistics and stuff in my workstation. And it might be worth it to me just to spend a little extra to box it up here at the house and then ship it off to her. Or maybe, she's not that far away. She's less than 30 miles. I could even drive it over there if I thought I could fill up my tank for that much money and turn around and go. Who knows? But that's one thing I did was I created a username and an account for a customer. And I've done that for a lot of customers. For instance, when people wanted to enroll in Scentsy Club and they didn't really know how to do it. And it used to be really confusing. Now it's a lot easier, I think. But in the beginning, it was not that easy. And I had a lot of older ladies, older than me, like they would be in their almost 70s. And the internet just does not come naturally to all people. So I would do that as a service for them. I would create their username and their account. I would make a note in my iPhone under their connection, their contact information as to what that password was, so I wouldn't forget it. And then if they needed me to adjust something, I could, or if they needed me to shut this down or skip something, I could do that for them as well. But that's what I was doing when I initially started collecting Scentsy Club orders. Now I really try to push people to do it themselves so that it's less work on me. But
yeah, thanks for sharing that. Does anybody else have anything that just need to know? Okay, I did a drawing. Kathy, I'm glad that you took the reins and were able to talk for just a second and share that, because I did a quick random.org drawing with everybody who's still on here. And Irene, you won our door prize. So congrats. And I'll get something sent out to you. Thanks you guys for being on tonight. Honestly, we want to know, your leaders, we want to know like what questions you have. So in the next couple of months, we're going to talk about different types of parties. Like I said, we're going to talk about, I mean, anything, everything. Will you please give us suggestions? We would love to know what you want to talk about. And if there's something that you've done, like let us know, and maybe we'll have you share that, or we can share it on your behalf. But yeah, I think that's it.
I also just wanted to say hi really quick to my new recruit, Pam, who's down there at the bottom.
Thank you.
She just joined us about a week ago. So she's, we're doing her launch party right now online, and she jumped on for the Zoom. So I'm so glad that she could see this and kind of get the feel for how to enter parties. So thank you guys so much. And thanks, Pam, for coming on.
Thank you. I'm glad I am here.
Yeah, glad you're here, Pam.
It's a lot to take on. I'm listening to you going, what in the hell?
This was a lot.
I'm like, wait, well, Jen, we're going to have to go over this. She's like, we will.
This was a lot to cover in this amount of time.
So much.
Much. When you start doing it, she'll help you enter it, whether you guys are like screen sharing or going like through a Zoom or on the phone or something. But she can help you go line by line.
Real well helping me.
Yeah, you'll get it. But yeah,
I didn't think that I was going to jump in with all fours, and I did.
Well, good.
So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks for being on tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, you guys, I hope you have a great week. Go out and sell some fragrance flowers and Mother's Day stuff.
Bye, Amy.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.